Are you one of those people that has a hard time being single? I'm Heather Elizabeth of AuthenticSexualYou.com, and that's what we're talking about this week. Being single and how to kind of sit in that space and do it well and have a good time doing it. It's that time of year when, online dating sites are kind of booming. People have really shifted their focus to the changes they want to see in the new year. And for many people, it's not just about doing a life improvement kind of thing. It's the idea that they need to be with someone because, they weren't with someone over the holidays. They missed New Year's Eve in a relationship, and Valentine's Day is coming up, and there is this weird sense of pressure that now is the time to be in a relationship. It starts in the new year. It goes till about March. But here's the thing I really, really want you to know up front. You are already a whole person, looking for another whole person to share an even greater experience with. You are not a half a person looking for a whole. You are not a fraction of yourself looking to find your soulmate. Your soul is not incomplete. You are already whole. You are already fixed. If you're going to be dating, then you should be doing it from a place of wholeness. And that's why I think it's so important that we get a handle on our single life and be able to be single individuals, because then when we're dating and when we're choosing our relationships and we're choosing connections with other people, it's so much easier to walk away from something that isn't a good fit, whether that person doesn't share our values, whether that person isn't treating us the way we deserve to be treated, or whether or not that person just doesn't line up with, as Reid Mihalko says, dating your species, right? If they're non-monogamous or polyamorous, or they're not as sexually adventurous as you are, or they're way more sexually adventurous than you ever want to be in life. Being good with yourself makes it easier to walk away from connections that aren't what you want them to be, instead of desperately clinging to them under this weird notion that you're not enough in and of yourself. So I guess that's my first point about how to cope with being single. Recognize that you are already a whole person and you are already fantastic just as you are, and date from that place of adding and increasing connection instead of trying to make a completion. Tip number 2 for coping with being single is live the life you want to live now. Whatever the thing you want to do is, start doing it. If it's taking cooking classes or learning a lesson or going traveling or to art galleries or seeing a movie, start doing that stuff. You can look to your friends for connections. You can look to meetup groups. That meetup groups have all sorts of adventure, hiking, kayaking, canoeing, museum viewings, and knitting circles, reading clubs, all of these places where you can do the things you might have been putting off because you wanted to be able to share an experience with someone. Or try actually having an experience by yourself. Go for a hike in the woods by yourself. Go see that piece at the museum. Go see a movie by yourself. Eat the meal you've really been curious about by yourself, and just see how that experience feels for you in your body. Tip number 3 is actually let people know you're looking for a relationship. Sometimes people get such a sense of shame over the fact that they're single and they're not partnered with anyone that they want to hide it and keep it to themselves. And they think if not, they're not dating someone, they must not be, worth connecting with. But see, here's the thing. If people know you're looking, they can set you up with someone. And there is absolutely no shame in looking to share your life and to share your experiences with someone. So you being single doesn't make you damaged goods. It doesn't make you unreasonable. It doesn't make you embarrassing to be seen with or any kind of social pariah. It just means you're a person who is currently by yourself. So do let your friends know that you're looking. Let them know what kind of activities you like. Let them kind of know that you want to share these experiences with someone, and ask them if they know anyone. And so that brings me right into tip number 4. Do date. Do practice date, or just go out with people that seem interesting, but don't put any pressure on that date to turn into any long-term relationship or any particular thing. Just go out, enjoy the company of another human. You can work on your conversation skills. You can work on your confidence in meeting new people and overcoming shyness. Those are lots of things that, can hold people back from dating. But when you're dating from a place of accepting your singleness and just really being okay with the fact that you're not necessarily going to get a long-term connection out of this interaction, there's a lot of space for practice and just enjoying the other person's company and enjoying the experience you're with. A date isn't inherently worth less because it doesn't turn into a long-term relationship. And when we date from that mindset, it can be really hard to enjoy the moment because it's not the thing we're looking for. But when we're so focused on that thing that we're looking for, we miss all the great stuff that's actually with us in the moment, which actually goes right back to live the life you want to live now and be okay with yourself as a whole person. If you've got any additional tips on coping with singlehood, I would love to hear them. I think it's such an important topic. I appreciate that people get stressed out about it, and I would love to have less of that in this world. So leave your comments below. Please share this video with people who need to see it. And if you need anything, get in touch. Heather at AuthenticSexualYou.com. Talk to you next week.